What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today I'm bringing you some more spin tires, but it's a little bit different this time because I recorded it by plugging my Elgato HD60 into my PC rather than using Marillus Action on the PC itself. And I think you'll notice right off the bat it's a lot less choppy. The computer doesn't have to do any work, so what you're seeing is directly from the game itself. What you're seeing is directly how the game plays on the computer. It's just recording straight off the HDMI cable. Now, I brought some frame rate heavy trucks just to stress it, and there was one truck where we still had a little bit of a frame rate problem, but the only reason why we had a little bit of a frame rate problem is because that truck is not, like, it's not this truck. Not this truck. The truck you'll see way later on. The truck you'll see way later on has always had issues with the game. It's like, basically what it does is it kind of overpowers the game itself. Just because it's so much for the game to handle, the game just kind of freaks out. But in the episode with the YJ, where I gave you guys a little bit of a mini tour of the swamp section on Dirt Time, on the new update of Dirt Time, I was thinking to myself, I was like, what are the mud trucks going to be like here? Because the mud trucks kind of define like what can and what can't be driven through mud-wise in spin tires, and because these trucks are really like these mega mud trucks as they are sort of the top, you know what I mean? They're sort of the top when it comes to vehicles that can get through mud and spin tires. These are what you want. And so I took the Dodge out first. The Dodge did really, really well. It was weird because at first I had no problem getting it into high range in the mud, no problem whatsoever, just absolutely ate it up. And then after that, it really didn't want to go back into high for some reason. Like, it really, really, really didn't want to go back in. And I don't know why it didn't want to go back in. It just almost like it refused to go back into gear. And I'm not sure if that was just I'm not sure if that was a thing with this particular truck or not, because the thing is, the Chevy that I was using after, or that I used after this truck, was doing the same thing. So I think it might be, I wonder if there's like a different, if there's something weird with this mud where there's like a different consistency driving one direction as there is opposed to driving the other direction. I don't know if that's possible in spin tires. I think all the mud kind of revolves around the same level of consistency, to be brutally honest, but who knows? Who knows why that ended up being a thing. It just did. But so far, I really like recording this with the Elgato a little bit more. I mean, it takes a little bit longer to set up, takes a little bit longer to run the cables in the back of my computer monitor to my laptop and set all that stuff up. But it does mean that I can actually live stream spin tires now, which is the other announcement I wanted to make, is that spin tires live streams can now be a thing, and they can, you know, when I was saying they could be a thing like this before, I had the Elgato working, but we didn't have a solution for sound. But we have a solution for sound now, and it was just like a couple of settings that needed to be changed, and now we can do full spin tires live streams on YouTube, and it'll be awesome. Now, if you guys want to see a spin tires live stream, let me know in the comments below what you guys would like to see live streamed. If you guys would like it to be just a bunch of mud, like a bunch of mudding, or if you guys want to see adventure stuff, or exploring on new maps, or just trying like weird and stupid stuff, like trying to see how many trucks can make the jump on Pre-Runner Playground, for example. I mean, these are all things that would be fun to do on live stream, and spin tires actually kind of lends itself well to being a game that would be fun to live stream, just because there's so many things to do. It's such a free-form game that I think would be a really fun game to live stream. Now, this is the issue I had with the Chevy. I kept backing up so it was actually facing downhill, and it still didn't want to kick into high. The Dodge kicked into high on this side just fine. The Chevy did not want to. It really didn't. The Chevy was a lot more temperamental. It still got through the mud no problem, but the Dodge got into high range a lot easier than the Chevy did. So again, I'm not sure why it did, but once the weird thing is, once they're both going in automatic mode, they both go at about the same pace in the mud. So it's not really like there's a huge difference between these two trucks. It's more like, do you prefer the Dodge body or do you prefer the Chevy body? And if so, which one do you like? and then just pick whatever one you like and run with that one, because these trucks are very, very similar performance-wise. They run slightly different, slightly different wheelbases, but there's not that much difference in actual performance. So you can, like I said, you can kind of pick whichever one better suits you and better suits whichever body you like. I mean, Dodge guys are going to go with the Dodge body, Chevy guys are going to go with the Chevy body. It's just like, that's just how it works. Now, the truck we're going to bring in after this is the big red Ford, the JKM Mega Truck. It's a really old truck, but it's still absolutely, like, the game can't really handle it. The game has a really hard time handling it, to be honest. I mean, that truck, ever since it came out, had weird issues, especially with Dirt Time being such an intense map. There's so much going on. There's so much that needs to be loaded at once, and it's like, it's such a big map, and it's such a complicated map, and there's so much just stuff on this map that when you put a truck like the JKM Mega Truck on this map, it really stresses the game, and the game kind of struggles to keep up. These other trucks, the other Mega Trucks, it's okay with those, but oh my god, you guys are going to see in a second what I mean when I was talking about the JKM Mega Trucks. So we're going to go ahead and switch to it right now. And it's just, we're not going to put any add-ons on it. We're just going to take it out as is. And you can already see the game is getting a little temperamental already. But you'll see once we get into the mud, it goes to a different level. It's just like, and it starts out fine. That's the weird thing too, is it starts out fine. I think the other reason too why the game doesn't like this truck is because it's like, it's so stupid fast. The game is not designed to load stuff that quickly, and just kind of like, it just kind of destroys itself. The game is like, are you kidding me, bro? Like, what do you want me to do with this? This is nuts. This is ridiculous. What is even the point? And I'll tell you what the point is. The point is that this truck is a like, just mental machine in every single way. But the other problem is that it's very, very keen on rolling over all the time. So that kind of makes it not so much fun to use. And at that point, I was like, I kind of want the other trucks back. I was like, yeah, let me get the JKM out of the mud and grab the Ram, because I really do like this particular truck. I really like the body. I really like the stacks. And I just kind of, I don't know, I just kind of like had a bit of fun driving it around these open fields, which I wonder if at some point he's gonna change these up or put something out here, because nobody really ever goes out here. I don't really go out here all that much, because there's really not that much to do in the open fields except for like just bomb around in fast trucks, which I'll admit is fun, and I like the fact that he left these here, but I can't help but think that there's more to these fields than is on the map right now. You know what I mean? There's got to be more to them than just being open patches of grass. I mean, there's got to be more to him than that. So we'll see later on in the future what his plans are for those areas. I mean, they could be huge plans, or he may plan on just leaving them as fields, which is cool because, you know, that's a nice area of the map to have, but I feel like with Scott, the creator of this map, he doesn't really like to leave things alone for very long, and he doesn't really like to leave empty space on maps, and he likes to change things up all the time. So I highly doubt these grassy fields will remain grassy fields for very long. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comments down below what you guys thought of it. And if you like this new recording style for Spin Tires, please let me know. Spin Tires live streaming will be coming very, very soon. That is right around the corner. And again, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.